It's time to get back into Lower Decks Season 3. Two incredibly strong starter episodes this season, obviously the first one being outstanding, all the first contact stuff that made me freak out, and the second episode, which was kind of just fun, chaotic nonsense with Billups and Rutherford, and a lot of fun stuff with, and references galore, with the new dynamic we have now with Ransom and Mariner. Him being her housekeeper, sort of guardian angel, as it were. And Boimler being more embracing of trying new things, more outgoing, thanks to Tendi. We had a nice little pairing off for the first time there. But yeah, this should be exciting. Looking forward to this third episode, so let's get into it. Now, who is this? Older character, probably somebody I should know. Sure, we'll find out momentarily. Oh.
Gina Marino, my 7th grade geology teacher? What are you doing in space? And in a revealing toga?
Don't worry about all that, Tony.
No, it's a trap. This kind of crap is always a trap. Yeah, that rhymes. All this stuff in TOS where they taunt you with visions. That happens in TNG too. Never fall for that crap. That's your name just Oh. Is that Thalaron radiation? Like out of Nemesis? I always loved as much shit as Nemesis gets, and rightfully so. I've always loved that opening sequence, Nemesis, with the whole Romulan Senate turns to stone. I think that's really cool. And I think that honestly the effect, I watched Nemesis a couple years ago, the effect still holds up pretty good. I always thought that was kind of cool, but I digress.
Genghis 4 is a remote planet which was believed to be uninhabited until indigenous silicate creatures called the Scrubble started.
The Scrubble. What a wacky name. Love it. Big rock monsters. Have we seen that before in Trek? Rock monsters. We should definitely have it. I feel like an idiot that I'm blanking on it.
Is this a mission briefing or a stand-up routine?
Oh, no. The stand-up's more a raw, unfiltered take on dating and mating.
Shut up, Stevens. Kiss ass. He's such a weird character. Sidekick.
Glad to see that our priorities are in the right place.
Just follow Stevens' orders like they were coming from me.
Because we're best friends and we share a sacred bond.
What is Stevens' role even? He's like the first officer's like sidekick or commandant or something. It's really weird. He's always hanging around Ransom. He's a lieutenant in rank. I guess he's like his cohort. I don't know. Apprentice, maybe?
Ah, Ensign, join me!
Hey, Dr. Miglimo. Sorry, I don't have time to chat.
This guy never gets old. The psychiatrist that's a frickin' bird. He's such a weirdo. I love it though.
Grab a seat and let's get started. Oh, and do help yourself to some of these Corvarian sludge worms. They are exquisitely charred.
Oh, great.
Delicious Corvarian slugworms. My favorite snack when talking to my psychiatrist.
What do we do if our fantasies appear?
Well, they should dissipate after a few hours, but if anything should try to tempt you, think about Parisi squares.
Dang, that would be hard. You're on a planet where you know you're going to be tempted by your greatest dreams, and you have to not cave in. That'd be tough. But Starfleet crew are trained for that shit. They can handle it.
It's gonna be a slog today. If you guys get sick of dismantling the station, we can always switch it up.
Uh-huh. Hey, Core D, is switching it up in our mission parameters?
This guy looks like a bit like a werewolf from a 50s sci-fi horror film. Almost like a Tellarite, actually. No, not really. He's got that sort of hair, that poofy hairstyle.
So you and I will be learning together. Now, isn't that fun?
Sure is.
Now, let's see here.
Ugh.
Okay, Vulcan stuff. I tell you what, it would have been logical to find an editor.
Just so you know, I've been studying.
Serving as a science officer trainee with Captain Freeman today.
Isn't she busy with an important negotiation?
Exactly. I want you to focus on getting the captain's attention.
Tendi's going to be shadowing the captain. Interesting. She doesn't really seem like she's into the idea of being a commander. That's really more of a Boimler thing. Or Mariner. Hell, even Rutherford.
Hey, Samantha, you want to come over here and help me design some Galaxy-class starship engines?
I know that's Leia Brahms. Yeah. I don't know the actress who plays her. I've seen her episodes in TNG, Galaxy's Child, and I think she's in a couple, right? I know Geordi created her as a hologram to help solve the Samaritan Snare, that episode. Two great episodes. I think in canon, is it canon that they ended up getting married? I haven't seen. I mean, obviously, from when I'm recording this, it's the first episode of Picard season 3 is out. I haven't seen it. But I think in All Good Things they were married, right? So maybe that's canon still. Please do let me know.
What the? Did you see that? She's rubbing it in. No, I'm the one who rubs. I rub.
Okay, you know what? You're right. Let's pick up the pace and smoke these guys.
Glad we've kind of got the classic trio back now after having them split up in the last episode. They were all together like a full, proper team adventure the first one. Then they were split, now they're back together. Except for Tendy's off doing her own thing, but we got this trifecta at least.
Quick, get in, son! The Borg are attacking! Starfleet needs that Boimler magic!
I knew this day would come!
Who the hell's that? I don't recognize this admiral. If he's somebody we've seen before in Star Trek.
Nice try, babe, but I'll hold off for the real deal back on the ship.
Okay. You and Jennifer are babying each other now?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we have been.
Aw, it's nice to see you with a girlfriend instead of...
Wow, this is a big reveal. I was just saying, the last couple episodes, God, was it episode 1 actually? Of this season? Or maybe even last season, where she just came out of nowhere, sort of, and they were pushing her like a sort of important character. And now I understand why. So if Mariner's got a girlfriend. So that's cool development for her.
Okay, we have to ignore these totally inaccurate fantasies at all costs.
Come and look at the warp core with me and Leah.
Oh, Leia Brahms and Andorian getting it on. The Pleasure Planet is peaking.
Your reputation precedes you.
As does yours, Captain Freeman. I'm excited to learn from how you close this deal today.
Oh, well,
This guy looks very young to be a captain. The fast track, I guess. Get you there pretty quick.
Hold on. That is totally unfair. We had no idea that the rocks we were studying had any silicate life.
What you call silicate life, we just call life.
I would say the silicon-based life forms that I most remember are the devil in me. The devil in me. Not devil in me. The devil in the dark. The Horta. That weird pizza-looking monster that laid the silicon nodule eggs in TOS.
Please let me help. I can make you a captain, Boimler.
Can you triple check my map?
That's hard for Boimler to resist. Even though he knows he can't, or he knows he has to do it.
Nailed it, babe. Let's make out.
Yo, Kearns, 5 more and we're done. Looks like you guys have a ways to go.
Boy, Mariner and this Andorian got real kinky real quick.
What are you doing? Come on.
Well, I haven't even seen them really together in only a couple scenes. Things escalate quickly between them, I guess.
Yeah, we overheard them saying Ransom was a joke and that his teams are slow and his core is weak.
Bullshit! He's got the strongest car in the fleet. Now hurry up.
God, you are such a kiss-ass, Stevens. But we do know his core is very strong after last week's episode.
My beautiful arms.
What was that thing?
Okay, well, I guess that's Stevens' bed. I guess, unless they're going to turn him back somehow. I'm honestly not that upset about that. Oi, Klingon clowns. Clown-gons. Klingons? That doesn't really work either way.
Babe.
This planet went from the best planet ever to the worst planet ever. In a matter of seconds.
Mariner, you might want to go back to therapy.
Cerritos, come in.
So they're manifesting their illusions, but they're like actually tangible. They're not just figures of their imagination. It's kind of, it's again, this is another TOS thing. It's like the Alice in Wonderland Shore Leave, is that the episode? Where McCoy's there and he sees the rabbit and Alice, and then Don Quixote shows up and wrecks Dr. McCoy.
We were just trying to impress you.
Wait, you think we're cool?
Yes, the tales of your exploits are widely shared. The Cerritos is, in fact, the coolest.
yeah, all the Cali-class crews talk about the Cerritos. You guys are famous.
Famous?
They used to do this all the time in TOS too. Heat up some rocks with phaser for campfire.
Give us your distinctiveness.
A Borg snake. That is pretty terrifying, I'll give him that. I would not sleep so well after seeing that.
Does Jennifer wear hats?
No, her antennae are too sensitive. But I did overhear Levy mansplaining the difference between a pork pie and a fedora to some poor cadet.
This is how they do it. They flip it on them. They think about something that will defeat them. And then it'll be created.
Give it to me straight, Doc. Is it bad?
You're fine. Just relax. I need a sedative over.
Ugh. That looks like something straight out of frickin' Rick and Morty.
Studying is good, but in real life, there's going to be times when you need to make a mess of things before you can fix them. Like how I'm going to have to cut this guy's foot off so we can grow him a new one.
Wait, what was that?
You'll be a great.
You need to learn a little bit about your bedside manner there.
Hey, so you were just kidding about my foot to make a point, right?
No sedatives or anything? She just goes straight out with a chainsaw. How blunt. But effective.
It's storing all our thoughts.
It has our security clearances, passwords, personal information.
My Uncle Trent drunk dancing at my cousin's wedding.
Damn, get it, Trent.
This
Damn, Trent, get it. Wow. It's that sort of chaotic energy that makes Lower Decks so great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, can I step on your...
You want to...
We need emergency...
Okay,
Wow.
I can walk over there.
Are you
It's
sure?
okay. No, it's fine.
Oh, are they going to end up having a fling at the end of this episode now? I already forgot her name. She seems cool, though. I like this, the Carlsbad and the Cerritos crews teaming up.
I'm running the negotiations, and I say Mayor gets the rock!
And as your guest, I decline.
What is wrong with you? Just take the thing and stick it in the closet like everybody else!
Tendy's right. These guys are working together. They have a whole system down there where they read minds using rocks and store it with Federation systems.
A spy device? And you both wanted it?
They read minds with rocks. What an interesting thing. So wait. So how is the Federation tech in the rock? I'm confused now. From this guy? Okay, so he was siphoning Federation tech to them. Okay, I get it. I think.
The animosity between the Scrubble and Outpost 76 scientists was a manufactured deception designed to distract from their plan to collect and sell...
At least Kayshawn's getting a lot of screen time now, after having none after being introduced for a little while. Poor guy.
They'll both be answering to a Federation tribunal. In recognition of their excellent teamwork, Captain Mayer and I have authorized a small celebration.
Steven survived. He was able to turn back from being rock. Interesting. Didn't his arm get broken off? So I guess they gave him a new arm.
Just you and me, old friend. Guys, cinnamon schnapps.
Innkeeper, 2 Grimpari Sunstorms. 1 for me and 1.
Innkeeper. That's so fucking stupid. I love it.
You guys really lived up to your reputations today.
Wow, we had no idea anyone talked about the Cerritos.
Well, maybe not across the fleet, but you're definitely Cali-class famous.
That's cool that the Cerritos Lower Decks are celebrities for other Lower Decks crews across the fleet. That's a nice boost to morale.
No, please keep telling people he's a cute.
No, don't do that!
Wiggler wants to be people.
Guys, please tell us about people! Guys, like people!
I hope we see more of these two crews together in future adventures. That'd be cool. Alrighty, that's episode 3 done. I think I liked that one a little bit more than the last episode because it was really cool to see the Carlsbad crew, another California class ship. Every time we see another ship, usually in Lower Decks, they always belittling to the Cerritos for, oh, you're California class, you suck, you know. But I have another California class here. They actually look up to the Cerritos, and that's a really cool thing that Cerritos crew are like celebrities to the other California class ships in the fleet. That's kind of fun. I like that. The planet. This was a very TOS heavy reference episode. Sometimes they pull from several different series in one episode. Sometimes they focus on one. I feel like this was definitely the TOS focused one. The plot with, like I mentioned, with excuse me, with the sort of shore leave-esque plot where they're creating their memories or their thoughts and manifesting them into reality to sort of pleasure them. But in this, it was a bit more sinister because in shore leave it was purely benevolent. Though it seemed sinister at first, here is actually to turn them to stone. Not so great, but they treat them. I like seeing the nightmares was creepy. The clown Klingons were horrendous. Never want to see that again. But I mean, we got to see that. So Mariner's got a girlfriend now. I cannot remember her name. I'm gonna promise I'll remember her for next time we see her, because I'm sure we'll. I hope that wasn't just a throwaway joke, and we actually do explore that a little bit, because that's interesting territory to mine for Mariner's character. I'd like to see more about that. But we finally got the trifecta back of, you know, Mariner, Boimler, Rutherford. Tendi was stepped out. She was doing her own thing with her new program where she was shadowing a higher-ranking officer, which was cool. And she was with. I thought it would be a bit more playing with that. She was just sort of there on the sidelines with while Captain Freeman was arguing with that other captain of the Carlsbad. That was kind of a weird plot line that didn't really go anywhere, except it revealed the end of the guy from the outposts were teaming up with the rock monster aliens to steal Federation tech. So that was kind of weird, but I don't really care because the episode was funny for the other stuff, the references and the outlandish plot. A lot of fun. And I thought Stevens had finally bit the dust. I was all excited, but he's still alive. Maybe he'll be a totally new man now that he really kind of died and came back, but that's not too abnormal for Star Trek. But yeah, on to episode 4 next. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.